show. If you are new here, welcome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'm so sorry that I have been gone for so long. I feel like I haven't been gone simply because I have been working behind like so much stuff, and I kept recording really good episodes, and then as I was trying to structure them a little bit better, I just wasn't feeling it, and I would delete the entire audio and just feel like, that was 20 minutes I could have worked with, but I just wasn't feeling it, you know those times when you are like, okay, I'm ready to do this, let's get it done with, yes, I'm ready, like, yeah, that was not the feeling, at all, for, unfortunately, how I was feeling for these, like, how do I say this, episodes, or recordings. So, I really, really do miss, having a routine for myself. And now that I really have a lot of free time on my hands, and I mean like a lot of free time, I figured, okay, it is really time to get a routine for myself. So I'm ready to like get back into it. I'm ready to like go full on with my podcast now that I can go full time with it. I can put all my effort into it while I'm working from home because it's so easy for me. And I'm excited for that because I mean, like, yes, like, this is a really big hobby of mine. I'm really excited that I get to be home and work on this, you know. I still do a lot of things outside, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, so getting back into that kind of got me inspired to actually put together like an actual like script for myself. I do like going off of something that I can look back at, like an outline almost. And well, I guess it is an outline. And being able to refer to it when I need to, you know, like, oh, what was I gonna say next? That's kind of how it works, you know. I'll like tell you guys how it works. And it is fun because to me that's good guidance. I'm like, yes, this is like teaching me how to be patient and how to write things out and how to explain, like, you know, give directions. Like I'm the director. This is what I need to do. Okay, so my next topic is COVID-19 and what the future holds for us. So I do know that, like, that's kind of like a broad term right now. There is such, like, gosh, there's so much panic, so much fear, you know? Fear-mongering. If you guys don't know what that means, it's like the bringer of fear. The action of deliberately arousing public fear or alarm about a particular issue. So people who were like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this before you can even go anywhere, or you'll be, you know, put into a hospital if you even cough. Like, some of those things aren't even true, and it's really sad, because that instills more fear into people, which we don't really need right now, you know. So I know that most of us are either out of work, or out of school, or both, and the cool thing about this right now in this time of 2020, we're so advanced in technology. We're so advanced in like different types of communication with each other, which is, I think, amazing. And like, I'm really happy about that because there's so many different forms as well. I mean, you have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, your text messages. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm gonna go through my phone right now. We have those are like some of the only apps that I have, unless I count the delivery man for Pizza Hut or whatever. Yeah, those are some of the main ones. Oh, and then we have Zoom too, Google Hangout, Google Meet. Starting to really use those more. Discord, if you guys know what that is, for you streamers out there, you cool people that like to stream or watch streamers, you guys are so cool. Like, I'm like, I wish I was as cool as you guys. But yeah, so that's kind of the cool thing. I think that's kind of the silver lining that I see in this particular situation is, yeah, it's kind of a tough time. I don't get to see you or hug you or be around you, you know, but I do get to still talk to you. So that's the cool thing. And being able to communicate with my friends any which way is still pretty nice too. Don't forget, guys, that you are allowed to go outside. Don't stay inside and become a raisin from the... Wait, no. Don't stay inside and like become scared of the sun or something. But please go out, guys. It is so beautiful. I know today was a little windy on this particular day, which kind of sucked, but whatever, you know. And I don't know, I really like being outside. I like embracing the sun. I love sun tanning right now. Like, I can't wait to get my tan on. I really wish I was doing it like at the Silverwood Boulder Beach Park, but probably not gonna happen. I know, I'm so sad. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the number of activities you can do outside. There's so many that you can do, guys. I'm gonna list a few of them for you, kind of expand on these topics on what I would do personally. So I know that everyone has different neighborhoods. Everyone lives in different places of town. I live in the outskirts of my town, and let me tell you guys, it's so nice out here. It's peaceful, it's quiet. My neighbors are cows. So the only time that I actually get disturbed by them is when like they get separated and then they won't stop moving all night long. It is crazy. I can't believe it. Like, to me, it's kind of cute but also sad. I'm like, oh, don't cry. But then like their moves don't stop all night long. It's ridiculous. Sorry for ranting on. So yeah, so that for me is kind of cool. I have like a driveway that's super long and paved, and then a quarter of it is cemented. So I think the difference between paved and cemented is that like paved is like it has a rough texture, it's not smooth, it has like some of the rocks sticking out, and then cemented is like smoothed over, doesn't have any rocks sticking out. You could totally chalk all over it. So if you have a cemented driveway, or you're comfortable drawing on like the paved, you know, whatever floats your boat, grab your chalk. You know, I know that Dollar Tree has chalk. Walmart, I think you can still access it until they deem it non-essential, which I think is dumb. I know that some people are going crazy over certain items. We'll get to that later. Make a bonfire. If you know that there's no like burn ban, which I think there is one going on right now, only because of the strong winds that we're getting, which I don't blame them, you know, but you guys can easily look online if there's a burn ban in place, or if there isn't. It's especially fun with your entire family. Make sure that you're with somebody who knows how to handle the fire, because you don't want to be that person on TV where they were like, breaking news. So-and-so burned their entire garage to the ground. Yeesh. I'm not pointing any fingers, but I know a couple people who did that when I was younger, so, I mean, yeah. Plant a vegetable garden. Guys, this is so much fun. I did it a few years ago. I did it back a few years ago, and to be honest, it was really fun. I liked, you know, germinating the seeds and just getting everything into place, and slowly transplanting them, you know, as they grew and stuff. And it was one of the coolest experiences for me, because I personally felt like it was a really big achievement. I really liked the outcome, and I was even able to eat the outcome, which was really cool. And sometimes, like, if you plant, I know I had an uncle who planted squash, butternut squash, and they were a hybrid seed, which was pretty cool. So what the hybrid seed did was it you could eat the squash and then just throw the entire like carcass of the squash into the ground, or wherever you think you might want to plant it or whatever, and let it if you want to bury it, go for it. I left it on top of the ground, just for it to decompose a little bit easier, I suppose. But it actually worked a lot better that way for me. I haven't tested the method of putting it into the ground or mixing it up with other things. I think because I solely just wanted just the seeds right there. And I didn't water it the first 2 weeks because I kind of forgot about it. But then I actually went back to it and I started watering it, which I think was kind of a good idea for at the time being. And I got like these huge butternut squashes. No, here's the thing about these hybrid seeds. They were only good for like a second generation. So the first generation of these hybrid seeds could only produce one time, which I thought was pretty cool, considering the fact that like it's the same, almost the same seed. You know what I mean? Like it's so interesting how that happened. Sorry, I completely went off track. And then the last one that I have an idea for that I love doing is I love coming out on a beautiful spring day, and I love having lunch with myself and my family. You know, we'll grab a blanket, we'll hang out. Like I said, I kind of live out in the country, so there's not very many people, so it's very, very peaceful. Almost park-like out here, you know. I don't have any little kids living out here, so I don't hear like the disturbance of children fighting or anything. But there's a lot of baby cows around here, so that's really cool to see, and just enjoying like the nature that is out here. It's beautiful. I do live across the street from some hop fields, so I love seeing them grow like green and luscious in the summertime. Like, it is beautiful. Like, they smell so good and they look so pretty. Like, it's so perfect that goes out here. So that is something that you guys can definitely get into. So here's the next topic that I think is super, super duper important. It is how to support your local businesses that are still open. This is important to me because I have a lot of family who actually do own local businesses. Family and friends, you know. And I try to support them as much as I can. So I'll list a couple of them here. We have Jitters. Of course, you know, they have some of the best hurricanes over there and big trains. We have Mom's Candy Apples coming in hot with some amazing candy apples. And then her mango cups, and then her rolled ice cream. Like, gosh, this woman does it all. It is amazing. And then we have Holy Pies. Y'all, we already know what they're known for. They're known for those cheese zombies on Friday, yo. Like, the people there are amazing. I love their customer service. Like, everything. Everyone that's working is so essential. Thank you guys so much. And then Vibrant Health Food Store. I know that I have met the owner, and I know that she is local. So yeah, so that's another shop. And then I do know some ice cream shops like La Paleteria Norteña, that's on North Avenue, Bob's Drive-In. And then any taco truck, really, you know, because they're all like they're their own people that are working out in there. And if you guys know any other shops that are locally owned that do need help to stay open and stay afloat, help them out. Go to them instead of going to McDonald's or Taco Bell or Carl's Jr. or Popeyes or Burger King. You know, I know Denny's is closed, which is whack, because honestly, I would love Denny's right now so much. I know, guys, I'm not helping. I'm so sorry, but I kick me in the butt if you must, but I didn't even get to try it before the shutdown. So, yes. Okay, my last question for you guys. Actually, it's the second to the last because I have a surprise last one. Whoops. All right, what qualifies toilet paper as an essential? What makes people want to hoard this stuff, man? Why did everyone decide to hoard it? What was everyone's motive for that? What was the theory behind it that would cure you from the virus? What were the symptoms of the virus? Diarrhea? I'm not trying to cap on nobody. I swear these are pictures that I found that I couldn't stop laughing. But seriously, what what was the motive behind this, basically, is my question to you guys, because I can't seem to find one that would make sense for people who would buy, like, stacks and stacks of toilet paper. Like, come on, dude, like, everyone else has to survive, too. There's gonna be more. Like, if people were civilized and they got, like, one toilet paper per person, one package, like, come back in another week when you're finished with the first one, and you'll be good. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally it. So one thing I do appreciate is I love seeing posts of businesses that are like, hey, we don't have this and this, but we do have this and this. Like, thank you for being so considerate of our health, you know, and making it more possible for us to plan accordingly, you know what I mean? And being able to get everything done in like one shot, which is my goal most of the time. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I guess hair dye is the next big one on there, and I'm not going to lie, guys. I bought bleach for my hair, and it hasn't even shipped yet, which I'm kind of sad, because at this point, like, I don't know if it's ever going to ship, and I'm like frustrated because I'm like, my hair lightened only like probably 2% early in the school year. So I had like really weird hair. And then now that I actually want to do something to it, I want to change it. Like, I want to get rid of my ugly hair. But anyways, so my last question to you guys is, did I get a TikTok? Find out on the next Dina show episode. Peace out, guys. Bye.